Welcome to Haunted House and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. They just ported this over to the PS5. Never played any flight simulators, so this is my first take on the game. I watched a couple videos on it, and I actually had to come back to see. One thing you don't want to do is pick and go right into career mode, which I tried, and I couldn't even get the plane to move. So, after watching Old Man Gaming's video back, I noticed you went to activities, and then you can go to flight training. So that's where we're going to start. And we're going to start with basic handling. They got basic handling, takeoff and landing, VFR navigation, learn about visual flight rules. That's what VFR stands for. IFR, once you lose your visual references, you are forced to rely on your cockpit instruments, learn how to find your way even after the clouds have rolled in with your IFR navigation. Very cool. They got helicopters, bush pilot. Get to grips with skills required for gravel runways, mountain flying, water operations, a gliding course. There's quite in-depth. Okay, it goes all the way down to this one is the last one. For airliners, you got the FA-18. So let's start with basic handling. So we got all these to learn on basic handling. Sim controls, aircraft essentials, altitude, pitch, turns, roll, power settings, trim management, and maneuver tests. So that's quite a bit to go through, and I'm going to be having to do all these trainings. So let's start with the sim controls. All right, we got a Cessna 172 Skyhawk overview. Time to learn the basics. Before getting to know more about aircraft controls, we'll go over basics, camera, and toolbar interactions, which are essential tools to master in Flight Simulator. Square to see briefing. Okay, that's just a breakdown of what we just read. Let's start the training. The graphics look amazing. The reflection, the shine. Okay, let's hit X. Ready?
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it.
All right, we just...
In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode.
Okay, so hit R1 plus L3 for cursor mode.
The cursor is handy for interacting with menus and cockpit controls or instruments. As you can see, activating the cursor also displays the toolbar at the top of the screen. The toolbar is a quick access menu that allows you to control various aspects of the simulation. Try to find and open the controls panel.
Okay. See, at the bottom it says R1 plus L3 to exit, but we need to... Oh, we gotta use the cursor, okay.
panel is a useful reminder of the button layout for the devices you're currently using. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar.
Find the camera panel and open in the toolbar. Camera panel. Oh, that'd probably be the first one.
The camera panel allows you to access the various views and camera modes of the simulation. Go ahead and close all the panels for now. Right now, we are in the external view mode. Let's switch to cockpit view next. In front of you is the yoke, the primary means of controlling the aircraft. In the simulation, you will be controlling the aircraft with your peripherals of choice. So, let's hide the yoke for now.
Hide the yoke. Oh, by the way, I pushed interaction button to see into the cockpit. Why would we want to turn the visibility?
All right. As we've seen, when you want to look around you, it's easy to rotate the camera. But you can also move it freely in the cockpit to get a better view of anything you want to see. Even through a window to look outside. Now, reset the camera to its original position.
Okay. Oh, it just wanted me to hold L1 and move around like that? Okay.
All right, that covers all the main camera functions available in the simulation. Try to familiarize yourself with them a bit more, then reset the camera to its original position whenever you're done. Great.
Baby steps, trophy. Definitely baby steps. Another trophy, aced it. I feel like I did horrible. Next training. That's it. Aircraft essentials. As this is one of your first lessons, we'll start by getting familiar with the main aircraft controls and instruments. In this tutorial, you will learn about the yoke, which controls the aircraft, ailerons and elevator axes, the rudder pedals, which controls the aircraft yaw axis, the throttle and RPM indicator. Let's start the training.
Let's get you familiar with the aircraft, a Cessna 172, and a few commands to navigate it through the skies. In front of you is the yoke. The yoke is like a steering wheel, more or less. Turn it left or right to control the ailerons and bank the aircraft into turns. Look at the trailing edge of the wings while turning the yoke to see the effect on the ailerons. Okay. Now, the difference between the yoke and a steering wheel is you can pull or push on the yoke. This controls the elevator at the back of the aircraft to make it climb or descend. Look at the horizontal stabilizer. While you pull on the yoke, you can see how it affects the elevator. Nice. Down at your feet are the rudder pedals. They steer the aircraft when you're on the ground. The upper part of the pedals also control your brakes. In the air, they control the rudder at the end of the vertical stabilizer to yaw the aircraft. This is mostly for small corrections, for coordinating turns or compensating for a plane's tendency to pull left during takeoffs and climbs. Look at the vertical tail while operating the pedals to see the effect on the rudder. Great. Last but not least, the throttle is located near the center of the cockpit. Pushing forward will increase power. Pulling back will decrease power. First, look at the throttle and select it. Keep it selected and push it forward to increase power.
Okay, up on the right joystick.
Power is increased. Now pull it back to decrease power. Power is decreased. Now we'll do the same without focusing on it. Deselect the throttle. Look away from the throttle and increase power.
Hold X to increase, okay.
Set your throttle to idle.
Hold circle.
Excellent. When the engine is on, you'll be able to see the power change on your RPM indicator. You will find it on your PFD screen in the top left corner.
Okay, look at the RPM indicator by using the right joystick. RPM, top left screen.
This tells you how fast the engine is spinning in hundreds of revolutions per minute.
Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Next, take a look at your current speed on the airspeed indicator. It's on the left on your PFD screen.
Current speed.
It measures the speed in knots. To check your altitude, look to the altimeter. It's on the right on your PFD screen. Not all aircraft have integrated screens with all this information. A lot of them rely on analog instruments. You can find the analog versions of the airspeed indicator and the altimeter just above the throttle. They are respectively on the left and right. The analog altimeter has 3 hands similar to a clock. The long, thick pointer indicates 100-foot intervals. The short, thick one is 1,000-foot intervals, and the long, thin one counts 10,000-foot intervals. That's all for today. Next time, we'll see how it feels in the air.
Okay, some of that stuff went over my head with that last analog gauges. Yes, I know nothing about flying. But we're doing it, doing our best. Next training, altitude pitch training.
Demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying level? This is the cruise attitude. The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means. Pull back gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude.
Place the lower line on the horizon, okay? Maintain it for 20 seconds.
We're gaining altitude. But we're losing airspeed, proving you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb. Excellent. That's good. Keep working on it. You'll get better. Now, let's level back out. Our speed is increasing and our altitude is stable. All right. That's good. That's okay. Push gently on the yoke until the descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude.
Alright, just gotta maintain the line to the horizon on the top.
As expected, with a nose-down attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up. Great. That's good. Keep working on it. You'll get better. Okay, bring us back to level flight. Now your speed is decreasing and your altitude is stable. That's good. That's okay.
Okay, fairly simple, fairly simple. I was looking at the gauges trying to understand them as she was guiding me through that. Alright, next training. Turns, roll, training.
For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank.
Okay, so we got to hit the dotted line onto the horizon. Got it. Maintain for 20 seconds.
Keep working on it. You'll get better.
I thought it was pretty
Watch
good.
your altitude. It wasn't constant during the turn. Now, let's see you level back out. All right. For the next step, turning to the right, let's see how you do on your own without any markings. You can see a series of notches representing 10-degree increments on the attitude indicator part of your PFD. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. Start banking right until you're lined up with the second notch to the right on the attitude indicator. Then, maintain that 20-degree bank while remaining at the same altitude until I ask you to stop.
I'm not sure what she actually just told me. I have no idea. I just know she said bank right. That's about it. Maintain a 20-degree right turn. How do I know what degree I'm on?
That's good. Level us back out now.
Well, she said it was good and it was a guess.
Great. Small corrections on the yoke will lead to more accurate turns.
Somehow I did better on my turning right than my left, and they had lines for my left turn. Don't ask me how that happened. Power settings. In this tutorial, you'll learn about the relationship between RPM and throttle management. To do so, you'll have to maintain a consistent cruise altitude, reduce, slash increase RPM, seeing the effects power changes have on airspeed and altitude.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 172, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer on the PFD. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800.
Okay, should I do that with circle or manually? Let's do circle. To 1800, what am I looking at here? RPM? Is that what she said? see, where are my RPMs? Set 1800 RPM by reducing power. Shoot, where's my RPMs at?
Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing.
Okay, I see my altitude. For some reason I couldn't find my RPM.
Okay, let's throttle back up to 2,400 RPM.
Okay, how do I know? $2,400.
Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM. Your
Okay.
speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well. Keep working on it. You'll get better.
I don't know where my
I think
RPMs
a
are.
bit more practice may be a good idea.
That's what I've been looking for on my dash panel the whole time. But it lit up green when I was at the right RPM. Got a lot to learn. Even this training is not going to prepare me for all the things to get used to. Trim management. Alright, now that you know how to climb, okay, so trim is going to help us just keep a level flight.
In this lesson, let's take a look at the relationship between attitudes and power settings. Attitude plus power equals performance. We're currently at 5,500 feet in cruise attitude. The aircraft's nose is positioned under the horizon, and cruise power is at 2,300 RPM. Try to reduce power to 2,000 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet.
Right. The problem is I can't find where my RPMs are on my instrument panel. I'm just going off the green line on the top
That's
right.
okay. You probably noticed to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up.
Yes, I did
You
notice
could just
that.
keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control. Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push, or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down. Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 without increasing throttle.
Add trim to stop pulling on yoke. Hit R1 and then right on the...
You're not high enough.
We need to maintain 5,500. We're not even close. Maintain altitude.
You're not high enough. You put your plane in a dangerous
I'm trying.
Increase power to 2,300 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. Get us back to a cruise attitude.
Oh, I see the RPM on the
Excellent.
panel on the right.
Now, adjust the trim.
Okay. R1 plus
Keep
up on
working
the
it.
right joystick.
You'll get better. Additional practice will help. Don't worry. The way I was taught, when you adjust the trim, you make course changes at first to remove pressure on the yoke. Then small adjustments to find the perfect setting to keep your desired attitude. If you feel your pitch slipping and need to get back to the proper attitude, don't worry. Just pull on the yoke, then dial in the right trim. That's the key to straight and level flight.
Okay. I was just kept tapping it. I was like, not really know what I'm doing, but I just hit R1 and then down on my right joystick. It's a lot to remember. Maneuver test.
The art of maneuvering a plane through the air isn't a mystery to you anymore. Now it's time to test the skills you've learned. As you can see, we're cruising at 6,000 feet on a north heading of 360 degrees. Start by descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading.
Okay, I see the compass in the middle. We're
While
supposed to...
descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed.
We need to go to 55. Okay. 57.
If your speed is in the yellow section of the airspeed indicator, it means you are overspeeding. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed.
Okay, we're at
Reduce
55.
throttle to idle and pull gently on the yoke to slow down. That's good. Now climb to 6,000 feet and turn to a south heading. On the
Okay,
Cessna 172, you need full power to climb effectively.
I'm
You
on
put
it.
your plane in a dangerous situation.
Turn while climbing?
Now climb to 6,000 feet and turn to a south heading. On the Cessna 172, you need full power to climb effectively.
Did she say go south? Meanwhile, turn to a south heading. Yep, I see it. And then climb to 6,000. So... Oh, a little bit too much bank there. It's definitely an interesting game. It's a lot to take in, but it is... I can see it where this would be really cool once you actually know what you're doing. Okay, 6,000. We need to go a little bit higher. Okay, we're right there. We're right there, going a little too
That's
high.
good. The turn is good, but try to climb faster in the future. Alright, next exercise. Maintain your heading of 180 degrees, stay at 6,000 feet, and adjust your airspeed to 80 knots.
Set speed to 80 knots by holding X or circle. 80 knots. Well, I know what my RPMs are, but I don't know which...
Go ahead and reduce your speed.
Where's my knots? I don't know how to read this instrument panel at all. Okay, we're going too low. We need to maintain 6,000. We dipped too low. Okay, 6,000. Set speed to 80 knots. Maintain south. Oh. Okay, south. Alright, 6,000. Now we just gotta have the right knots, and I'm not sure. Where my knots are at. Let's see, 6,000 south. I'm somehow at the right speed. Oh, I see it. It's on the left there. On the instrument panel.
Your speed was well managed, but your altitude needs to be more accurate.
Yeah, I got a lot of practicing to do, lady.
You can do better.
I know I can do better. Okay, well, that was the sim controls. We're in 37 minutes, so I'm gonna end that episode here. Yeah, we'll continue again on the next one. Again, thanks for watching, and let me know if you guys are hyped to play this on PS5. See ya in the next one.